What's going on, everybody? My name is Cody, Jesus loves you, and this is the Wednesday episode of the Christian News Show thing that I do. It's purple! Truth! I know that I'm constantly changing the color on you. For a while it was black, and then it was gray, and then I tried to brighten that up to a white, but it wasn't a white, it was an off-white, so that you got that eggshell yellow that you guys got in the last video. So I painted it, because why not? I don't know, I like it. I was gonna do green, but green looks like an unfinished green screen on video, so I did purple, because purple's awesome. So, first story of the day. And the first story of the day is about the Congressional Prayer Caucus, which I don't even know why that's a thing. Pretty much what it is, it's a group of the Congress that was made in 2005. And according to them, their goal is to preserve the presence of religion, faith, and morality in the marketplace of ideas. Which, don't get me wrong, I think it's a great idea for a group or an organization, but I don't understand what it has to do with the Congress. But anyways, they are in the news today because according to the American Humanist Association, the Caucus treats atheists like second-class citizens. And the reason that the American Humanist Association gives is that the Caucus prays during congressional meetings. They say that not everyone in Congress is a Christian, so it doesn't make sense to have the prayer because you're treating the atheists of the Congress like second-class citizens. But in all reality, I think the real reason they're getting at the Congressional Prayer Caucus is because the Congressional Prayer Caucus is the ones who are fighting to keep religious symbols in places that the atheists don't want them. It's kind of strange because a few years ago this wasn't a big deal, but there are so many atheists now in the United States that you have to make that line between freedom of religion and freedom from religion. And because there's so many atheists out, that line is getting harder and harder to find. The atheist organization is saying, you know, we get prayer, we get that you need to pray, you find that very important to your life, do it in your home, don't do it in the public. So, I don't know, it's interesting stuff. I completely see their point of view, yet I think that I should be able to pray where I want to pray with whoever I want to pray with. But when you talk about Congress, you're getting the government involved, and that makes it a little different. Also in the news was an article about church guards and whether or not we should have people guarding our churches in the United States. And the news story itself comes from Ohio, but it seems like this guard thing is happening all over the country. And with all the dangerous stuff happening in the United States lately, I can see why there would be a need for guards at a church. I mean, almost every church you go to, they will say, we have open doors, everyone is welcome. So you could easily get someone in there who wants to steal stuff, who wants to hurt people, because you have all of those people with the same belief in one spot. My only worry with Christian guards is the fact that Christians are usually really judgmental, and I could just imagine all the stereotyping that's gonna happen. But I wanna know what you think, so let me know, do you think that we should have guards at church or not? Please leave a comment in the comment section below with your answer, and we move on. And we move on to a news story that might justify getting church guards, and that is Operation Safe Surrender. It's a church operation that's happening in Daytona Beach, and it's for criminals who want to go and turn themselves in at the church. And it's really cool. They have a TV, they hook it up, and they have the judge there on the TV. You get your own lawyer, they have their lawyers, and you do what you need to do. And usually what it's for is for people who have warrants out for their arrest for stupid things, like just little tickets they didn't pay. Because those people, they can go to the church, and then they can do what they need to do to get it all figured out, and then they can just go home. They don't have to worry about it anymore. And that's just for the smaller crimes. If you do like a violent crime, obviously you're not just gonna go home, but it is a safe, comfortable environment to get everything settled. And according to the police department, they did this last year, and they had 38 fugitives just turn themselves in and say, hey, I did this, how do I fix it? And the final story that I wanted to bring to you guys, I wanted to give something that gave you a life lesson. And the life lesson is, whatever you do, do not urinate on the Quran. So this is what happened. There was two little boys. One was a Muslim kid and one was a Christian kid. The Muslim boy and the Christian boy were talking, and the Muslim boy said, if you were to pee on the Quran, you would turn into a dog or a snake. And the Christian kid said, nuh-uh, doubt it. And then the Muslim boy said, that's what happens when you defile the holy book. And then the Christian kid went, I love puppies. Woof. And then the Muslim kid went home to tell his parents that the Christian boy just peed on the Quran. And this was in Tanzania, so the parents didn't just say, that was really disrespectful of you, kid, you should never do that again. Instead, they went to their mosque. And then Muslim extremists did what Muslim extremists did, and they rioted. The police then had to take the Christian boy into custody so that he could be safe, and when the Muslims could not get a hold of the boy, they decided to destroy 5 churches. So, the moral of the story is, do not urinate on the Quran. I don't know, the kid didn't know any better, so it's a little different, but I wanted to get a Bible version of this, and it made me think of Acts 17. Because we as Christians, sometimes we want to take other people's faith and we just want to pee on them. But I love Acts 17 because in it, Paul goes to Athens and he uses their own religion to help them understand Christianity. So instead of pissing on other people's religions, maybe we should be using their religions to help them understand ours. Just food for thought, I guess. Anyways, remember the question of the day was, do you think that churches should have guards or not? Please leave a comment in the comment section below with your answer. Leave a video response if you want to. That's all that I found interesting in the news today. So in closing, let the haters hate, let the Christians pray. And to everybody, like, subscribe. See you later, and God bless.